Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Lindsay with Lindsay Plans, and today we're going to do an episode of Book Thoughts on the book A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham. When Chloe Davis was 12, 6 teenage girls went missing in her small Louisiana town. By the end of the summer, her own father had confessed to the crimes and was put away for life, leaving Chloe and the rest of her family to grapple with the truth and to try to move forward with dealing with the aftermath. Now, 20 years later, Chloe is a psychologist in Baton Rouge and getting ready for her wedding. While she finally has a fragile grasp on the happiness she's worked so hard to achieve, she sometimes feels as out of control of her own life as the troubled teens who are her patients. So when a local teenage girl goes missing, and then another, that terrifying summer comes crashing back. Is she paranoid, seeing parallels from her past that aren't actually there? Or, for the second time in her life, is Chloe about to unmask a killer? So, this was a 3-star read for me. I did enjoy it. It was a very quick read, nice short chapters, which I kind of like when I'm looking for something to kind of finish in a short period of time. I liked the writing style. It kept me engaged, but it didn't keep me like on the edge of my seat, constantly wanting more. It was intellectually engaging as far as trying to figure out who was implicated in what and what was going on with various things. Some things I was kind of like, oh, I can see this coming. So I did have some things figured out, but there were some twists and turns and surprises I wasn't expecting. There are some aspects in the book where, because it's set in like the current world, so there were parts of it that I'm like, that's not how that works. As far as there's just like things that seem poorly researched to me, but for the most part, I did enjoy this. Like I said, the only reason why it wasn't a 4-star read for me was because it didn't have that full gripping effect to me that I would expect from a murder mystery thriller type thing. The suspense didn't build enough. It was kind of there, but it didn't fully pull me in. But on the same page, I kind of feel like that was intentional, as far as the book wasn't designed to be overly suspenseful, if that makes any sense. Like, it seems like it wasn't supposed to be intense, which is fine. Like, I enjoyed it. It did take me longer to get through than would expect, in the fact that my attention span was just shot, like absolutely shot. This should have taken me maybe 3-4 days. I want to say it took me 2.5 weeks, because there were days I couldn't read worth a crap. But that's my own issues. So I did enjoy the main character seemed very real. There was a lot of she was flawed, and it matched well with her background. Some of the characters, I think, could have been fleshed out a little bit more, as well as there were certain things towards the end that I think could have been, again, also fleshed out a little bit more. The last chapter plus the epilogue seemed kind of rushed, and there were maybe an extra 3 pages worth of writing that could have been added in to just better round out one of the, I don't want to say storylines, but one of the side quests. We'll go with side quests. That it just kind of left me wanting a little bit more information. Not like a whole chapter's worth, but just maybe another dialogue would have been beneficial. And that, I do think, makes the mark. There was just like one or two loose ends that I felt were not tied up very well, and just need a little bit more attention. and that's not uncommon in my experience with mysteries, where like it's not uncommon in my experience for thrillers and novels that have an element of mystery in them to kind of like rush through the wrap up, and it can be pretty irritating. So, but overall, this was her debut work. I would definitely look into reading something of hers in the future. I think that she has a very great foundation, and in all honesty, I think she can only continue to get better. Like, I would definitely look for more from her. So please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scout.